Good day and welcome back to another DB Legends video. In this video we're going to take a look at the full power battle versus General Rildo. So this is the full power battle versus Hyer Meta-Rilldo, and yeah, it's basically to get 1000 Z power of the GT Goku from the Fierce Fight event. There are 4 party requirements on Family, Regeneration, Extreme and Hybrid Saiyan, and event exclusive. And as with any full power battle, you will select these units from your own pool of units and essentially fight alongside your own roster. There are battle bonus characters that obviously will do increased damage, and the main goal of this is to obtain Z power for Goku, but you can also get some pretty interesting rewards like like slot removers and Panenko medals. So that's pretty much it. In terms of the actual full power battle, obviously as you saw there, the Goku you get is from the Fierce Fight event. I'll leave a link to that in the top right hand corner. But essentially there are some battle bonus characters. We're going to try and utilize as many of those as possible. All of our 4 units will be event exclusive units, barring the Extreme Hybrid Saiyan. And yeah, that's basically how we're going to choose things. So for the first one, for Sun Family, we're just going to use the red GT Goku that we get from the Fierce Fight event. He's a pretty good choice, and he's also readily available, and we obviously need him anyway. I'm going to just auto select the gear and the sport units because at the first difficulty, after they've made some changes with all our feedback, generally the first difficulty is pretty chilled. I don't want to say that it's super easy, but normal is very much achievable now. The next category is regeneration. Here we're going to be using the event exclusive Cell, and we're going to obviously take a look at just how good he's going to be here. Obviously, you know, big appeal into using event exclusive units because you can at least get them, or most players should have them in their collection. But if you don't have these units, you can just use appropriately a blue regen unit, preferably obviously GT Baby, who has quite a sizable battle bonus boost here. So that's going to be something that's relatively helpful and should be able to help you get things done. So do that if you are struggling. Otherwise, you know, you're welcome to use whichever units you obviously have on hand. Then, of course, we're going to then look at the Extreme Hybrid Saiyan. This one is probably the most contentious one, I want to say, because at this point, you don't have a lot of event exclusive units here, so you can just use whichever one of the 2 boost units you have. Ideally, that's going to kind of set you up the most. Remember also to select comrades from your friends. So this will be able to help you in terms of your overall performance and overall power level. So it's very important to try and have friends or guildmates that do change their support characters from time to time. It's obviously going to help you out quite a bit. And then finally, the last one is event exclusive. Here we're going to be using the yellow Super 17. So here we're going to be using yellow Super 17, and basically we're going to use him so that we can use event exclusive units in 3 out of the 4 slots, and that should realistically be enough for us to get the victory. Obviously, yeah, you still have to follow the kind of template that you need for these full power battles, but generally speaking you should be okay. So we're going to take a look, see how good everything goes, and then we'll obviously see from there as to how the full power battle goes. So yeah, pretty simple stuff and pretty straightforward. We're going to be taking it on normal difficulty. The rewards are 1000 Z power, 5 Panenko medals, and 10 slot removers, and you can get Panenko medals from replaying the stage and beating it time and time again. So if you're still trying to farm Panenko medals, this is a great way to do so. So obviously the full power battle is slightly different to hyperdimensional co-op. For those of you who have done full power battles before, they are pretty straightforward. So they kind of work the inverse to hyperdimensional co-op. The boss has no bar at the current point in time, but at set phases of health or after set timer counts, they will generate a blue shield. With that blue shield will first come a mechanic whereby you need to dodge an AoE attack by dodging forward and dodging backwards. Once that attack is over, they will generate a blue shield, and you'll have to take out that shield in time before the timer comes down. If the timer does come down before the shield is broken, you will take a lot of AoE damage and you won't have an added boost. Should you take out the shield within timer count, then you will have an added boost and you won't take AoE damage. Something that's going to help you here is all-out attacks. Those are the attacks that have no key cost and a little yellow bar around them. You have two types, the key one, which I'm doing now, which is a rapid tap attack, and then you have the physical one, which is more of a QTE, quick time event style of attack, where you basically have to time your taps with the little markers here. You want to try and get perfect on them. It does significantly increase the damage, so obviously practice those if possible. You also want to fire off any special attacks you have, and then you want to fire the Rising Rush. Usually in hyperdimensional co-op and other events you save the Rising Rush for after the blue shield dissipates, but in full power battle it's far better to actually fire the all-out rush basically during the blue phase, because you need the damage to break the bar. Once you break the bar, you're going to have increased damage and increased draw card speed, which will compensate for the damage you lost from firing off the Rising Rush. As you can see, we managed to break Rildo, and now we're going to be able to take him out and obviously handle things. Now, depending on how your team is and depending on your units, you may have to do a second round of breaking the bar. What you're going to need to do is very similarly, you want to retain at least 2 all-out attacks, you want to get your Rising Rush, and you're going to want to save any specials as well for that period. That's pretty much all you need to do. The rest is straightforward. Intercept attacks if possible to build your linking bonus, and basically, yeah, just try and avoid these attacks. These attacks here are the most important to avoid, as they're going to cause a lot of damage, especially to the rest of your party. Obviously the AI is the AI. It's very difficult to say that, hey, you can fix it, or you know, sometimes they are just going to get themselves killed. So you can only really counteract that by having units with battle bonuses, as that's generally going to be the best way to improve it. But beyond that, we did manage to beat Rildo, which was pretty straightforward and pretty chilled. And yeah, obviously guys, you know, if you have any problems with this stage, just leave a comment down below. But the best way to attend to these things, so soul boost your supports, that's always going to help. Equipment for your supports, it's always going to help. Sorting out the team bonus or the boosts that you have, try and improve those, make sure they all apply to your characters. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So beyond that, there's nothing too much else. The next difficulty is hard. I will cover how to beat that in a separate video, and we'll take it from there. But that's pretty much going to be it. There are no other missions in relation to this, and the only real benefit is the Z power, and obviously Panenko medals if you need them, and slot removers if you're like me and you always need slot removers to adjust to gear. That's going to be it from me, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like, and I'll see you next time. Bye.